Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have war number 2 of season 25 and we're up against an Asian alliance. I have no idea what their name is as I can't read the characters, so couldn't tell you. Anyways, I'm going to be on path 2 and 5 this war, and I do have one mini boss fight. First up is this Tigra on the God, I forget what the name node is, but it's where you only gain power when they gain a bar of power, and then they gain furies if you don't throw a special because of the strike counter. Anyways, I am running Resonate. It does counteract Tigra's Unstoppable. Just have to make sure that I'm throwing my special before she throws her special. And there you'll see I gained 2 bars of power because her power fluctuated between 0 and 1 bar of power, which is an interesting interaction with the node. Anyway, right here I'm gonna make a big mistake. I eat her SP1 to the face. And I'm going to make one more big mistake after this. I miss my parry, and she gets off 4 hits. And she was about to get a 5th, but had my my shock debuff not killed her, I probably would have died. Then moving on to my next fight, I got this Korg on strike counter and brute force. I'm going in with Storm Pyramid Axe. I'm comfortable with this fight. It's a fight I've taken quite a bit. Limber caught me off guard a little bit. Took a little too long to charge my heavy. But I'm just going to stick to spamming the SP1. The passive Cold Snap is going to help me a little bit. Even as Resonate's going to be pretty much giving him an extra rock stack every time his rock stacks are up. But in general, this is a pretty simple fight. Never really any danger of dying, unless his special goes unblockable. I did forget that this fight was a protect fight. Not sure. It's been a week now. I don't think I get off an intercept to take it away. I'm just gonna go through the fight with the protect up. It is a significant damage reduction, but again, there's a 5-minute timer and you're really not in any danger of timing out. Yeah, this fight is also power focus 1, so I was trying to get him to not throw a special as much as possible. Guess eventually you have to bait out a special 2 before he gets to an SP3, but not a big deal. One more special 1 and this fight's over. Now moving on to section 2, on path 5 as always. I do have a Rhino up first, and just gonna speed this up a little bit. It's a pretty simple fight. You just completely ignore ebb and flow intercept, and you just play the fight normally. I mean, you're never, again, with 5-minute timers, you're never in any danger of timing out. The only annoying thing here with Rhino is if he goes unblockable when he's charging at you, but I mean, you've seen me take this fight before. Like, it's really hard to die against Rhino on this node. He just doesn't hit that hard. Next up I have this SpiderHam on the redoubled determination node. It's kind of a weird placement, not sure why it's here. Gonna go in with Falcon here. I do get clipped once at the beginning before I can activate my lock on. Here I'm just trying to get off an intercept, finally get it. Strategy for this fight is just to bait the SP1. And then make sure you're not throwing a special if you have a, what is it, a stinger? Whatever the hell he puts on you. But yeah, you can see just one lock on took him down 25%. There I did get clipped, but he's got 2 debuffs on me and willpower's healing me, so get my lock on. Should mention that lock on turns off the ebb and flow intercept, so I never have to worry about that for the rest of the fight, and fight's easy peasy. Moving on, I am going to take this Mortal Abomination on the ebb and flow intercept, redoubled determination, and crumbling armor node. Just gonna switch over my skill boosts to tech ones. Go in with Warlock. This dude is not running willpower, so makes the fight a little more difficult. Just you just have to make sure you're getting your intercept off as much as possible as soon as the flow intercept protection comes back up, just so that you can control his poisons. There I get a nice backdraft intercept. Gonna go ahead and push him up to 2 bars, bait that out. At this point the Furies are just about to end, so playing it a little slower. Here I whiff my SP2, not sure why that happened, but he gets off 3 hits. Then the crumbling armor activates and just increases the damage that I take into my block. Gonna bait out this SP2. Then go for an intercept. He's being a little weird. I'm going to get the intercept off though, throw my SP2, get off some pretty good damage. Gonna hit him a couple more times, bait out the SP2. Being really stubborn this entire fight. Here I'm gonna get off an intercept, go into my SP2, and this fight's over. Pretty typical Mortal Abomination fight, even though it's not on my usual node. And then finally I have this Weapon X on Stun Reflect Mini. I was kind of worried going into this fight. Wasn't really sure how it was going to play out. I figured it would be pretty much like the Weapon X in 7.1, which for the most part is true. I did throw on combat regen just to heal up a bit at the beginning. This fight I'm never going to gain any power, so it just doesn't even have to worry about specials unless I get off a heavy, but I wasn't comfortable countering his heavy with my heavy. So I'm just going to play this completely stun immune, and I am going to get clipped I don't know, like 3 times in this fight, but Warlock is such a tank that never really in danger of dying. You can see I've taken 2 combos to the face now, and I'm still above 50%. So I knew I could get smacked one more time and still get out of this fight alive. And Warlock isn't reversing his healing, but he is stopping it. I think Weapon X is supposed to be immune to it, but somehow Warlock counters that because it's passive, I guess. But yeah, when he's in his rage, you just have to, I don't know, wait it out or intercept. At this point, you can see our health bars are pretty much even. I'm gonna get off a nice intercept there. Backdraft intercept. Should have kept it up, but whatever. Back up a bit and get off another intercept. Bait out an SP1. Get a backdraft intercept. Here, get off somewhat of an intercept. Not really sure what that was. He just kind of stood there and took it. But yeah, anyways, that fight's done. My contribution to this war is over. And I will catch you all in the next one.